Hello guys, how you all doing? Nagimunati good people. And remember yesterday we had I posted a video on Nasdaq, and it was just an updated setup where we said this move missed our buy limits there. We wanted to buy from this, but then this move didn't touch this area. That's what we wanted to buy, ne? So now since it made a new high, which is higher than the previous high, that's when we moved our trend line from being here to being at this between these 2 points, the current one. And we said now our area of interest where we want to buy is from here. Is from here, and you can see now the price is coming down. So if you are trading H4, it means you are just waiting here. You are just waiting there. And remember yesterday we even looked at the structure on H1 where there was like a zone here where I said you can also buy from that. Now you can see the price went lower than that. So let's just go down to H1 and see if you had really gotten a chance to buy from that area on H1. That it's for those ones who are trading H1. Remember, we just stick to the time frames that we pick. I cannot pick a time frame combination for you. When I pick the one that works for you. If you want to execute from H4, you will execute from H4, and then you wouldn't care much about anything lower than that. If I'm executing from daily, I don't care much about anything lower than that. I can check it, but I don't care much about it. The only thing that you should be worried about is what the time frames above your combination. So if my combination is H1 and M15, I need to be worried about Boma M30. I mean Boma H4 going up, but I can't be worried about M5 because it's lower than my range. And in most cases, the higher time frame always has a chance of winning. Right? So that's why I'm saying if I'm trading H4, I don't care about H1. I can check it, but it's not going to affect my structure. Right? So those ones who are trading H1, this is the zone that we had identified yesterday, which is this one here. And what did the price do? Let's just check if we did have like a chance to enter. Ne? I hope you all agree with me that when the price got here, it did sort of react to that area with what? Two rejection bars. And those people that were trading H1, if you had bought because of the pin bars, I'm sure when you saw two pin bars, you started with the going for like smiling there, saying, no, I think it's gonna work out now because you can see the rejection bars. And then what did the price do with the next bar? Bam, it went straight for your stop loss. And then you'd be like, what happened? This is a stop hand, this is manipulation, this is 1 2 3. No, we don't roll like that. Just because you lost a trade does not mean the broker was looking at your trade and they decided to move the price down. It doesn't work like that. You lost the trade because you got it wrong. That's it. You accept the loss, accept that, and move on to the next one. But now remember, we always have different ways to enter the market. Ne? I said, remember, there's a video that I made about how you can enter the market. I think I posted it about 3 days ago where I was talking about different entries and stuff like that. So trader number one can say, this is my zone. And while the price was still up there, trader number one can do what? Buy limit and put stop loss. That's trader number one in pink. And then trader number two can go and, okay, let me just put everything in so that you can see. This is my zone in pink. And then in blue, it's trader number one who went there and put buy limit when the price was still above and put stop loss there. That's trader number one. And then what did trader number do? How did he want to enter this one? Trader number two waited until the price came down, and entered the zone. And then after entering the zone, it gave him two pin bars. And then what does he do now after seeing the pin bars? Is the one that says, oh, now I'm convinced that there's rejection at the level. Let me just buy because there's two pin bars. So that's trader number two who went and instant buy at the very same level where trader number one had entered the buy limit. And then after seeing the pin bars, that's when trader number two went in. And then he still put the stop loss at the same place. And then we have trader number three Trader number 3 doesn't enter the same way as trader number 1, and trader number 2 is being more conservative. So trader number 2 is saying, oh, I see now. After trader number 2 entered with the pin bars, trader number 3 goes there and say, oh, now I see their pin bars. And now one thing that I know about pin bars is that when the pin bars form at a significant area, which we have a significant area there, when pin bars form at a significant area and we have what we call, how can I put this? We form at a significant area and then we have rejection bars. It's a good sign, but the price has to go above the range of those pin bars. Meaning trader number 3 would go and put just above the pin bar and put what? Buy, stop loss, still the same. So now these are the different ways in which different people would have entered from the very same zone, the people that are trading H1. So we can see the same zone, we want to trade from the same zone, but the way we are going to execute won't be the same. So trader number 1 and trader number 2 would have lost because of what? They would have been in the trade and this bar here would have taken them out. So this is a loss, this is a loss. Trader number 3 is still safe. Why? Because he waited for the price to break the range for him to be convinced that indeed we are reversing from this zone. So it means when the price moved down and not activated him, it moved rather to below the range. I agree, wanted it to go above the range for him to enter, but rather it went down below the range of the pin bars and past the level of a stop loss. That's when you're like, oh, it means the setup is out now because of what? We broke this area of support that I wanted to buy from. So that's when you go and he goes and what? Deletes the buy stop. So he was not activated. He still has his entire account is still the same. He hasn't lost anything. 1 and 2 they lost. But now one can ask, or no, if trader 1 and trader 2 they have the risk of losing when the price doesn't break the range, and the trader 3 he becomes safe, why don't we all enter like trader 3? We can do it like that because let now the pin bar, I like trading it like this, placing the buy stop above the range of the pin bar rather than just entering. So now the only disadvantage or the only thing that works against you when you are trader number 3, because look at the stop loss at trader number 1, which is this space. Trader number 2, he entered the same way instantly. The stop loss is the same, but trader number 3 entered the way above where those two entered, meaning his stop loss is bigger than their stop loss, which is this. So that's the only disadvantage being trader number 3. So meaning if the price comes, if the price gives you pin bars like this and then goes up and activate you and then go all the way down and all of you lose the trade, it means trader number 3 is going to lose more money than trader number 1 and trader number 2. Why? Because his stop loss is slightly wider than that one of trader number 1 and trader number 2. So that's the only disadvantage of trading as trader number 3. But at least you are waiting for confirmation that because we formed the pin bars, the rejection bars, and the price managed the momentum of that, the momentum that formed those pin bars managed to continue pushing and broke the range, I can end. At least you are waiting for confirmation. So now that's why I prefer being trader number 3 when I'm trading when I'm trading pin bars. So I hope this video is going to clarify something to you guys, that just because we are seeing the same zone does not mean we're all going to enter the same way. We can enter it differently, but we are trading the same setup. We are using the same knowledge. So now that this is out, remember, this is a H4 support. This is where those big guys are going to enter. The ones where I said, if you remember, I said if you're trading from H4, you didn't really care much about what's happening there, because it doesn't even show anything. It does not show anything. So meaning you don't care much about it. So that's why when you all this time you're waiting there, whether it's already there's something, this, that, you don't really see anything. You don't really see anything. That's why I'm saying pick your time frames and stick to them. Now I'm trader number 3. So now we can all agree that we are waiting here. Those who are trading H4 are waiting there, and those who are trading H1, because their trend line, remember, if you're trading H1, your trend line is still the same. We don't have any other point but to use the trend line is still the same, so meaning we are still waiting at the same level where those ones who are about H4 are waiting. So meaning at this point in time, everyone is waiting to buy from this. So this is our buy zone. And remember, if we were to remind each other why we are buying from that, is because we are bullish and we are still above the H4 trend line. That's why we are buying from H4 zone. And another thing, going this very same zone did what? It gave us this move that broke this short-term trend line. So that's why we think it has a high chances of holding and pushing us up to the level that we think the price is headed to, which is this. So we think from here it will give us that push next week for us to reach that. But it might not happen that way, but based on what is happening now, I carry trading, by a game of probability. So based on what is happening now, based on the current structure, we have high chances of going up there. So I will just monitor and see what's gonna happen. Couple 3:30 when the thing, okay, the volatility around that time. So we'll just see what happens. But hopefully it will come and activate, this, come to this level before taking off. But even though we know Fridays are not good for executing, because especially if it's not going to allow you to move to break even, né? But if it comes down and activate you and then go up and give you a chance to move to break even, then at least you know that you cover your loss, you cover your position, so that should there be a gap on Monday to the downside, it's not gonna chow you much. Whatever. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna end it here, and I hope you have learned something from this video. And then if you do, just give me a thumbs up and subscribe there, and also refer or recommend the channel to your friends so that we reach as many people as possible, so that it's like we all benefit, guys. Don't be stingy guy information, because then I'm not stingy, I'm sharing it with you guys. So we wanna make sure that you share the channel that side. All right, Galvana in the next one. Sharp.